Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. It's Brandon again. You're watching another deadlift workout video, and no, my name is not Max Tuning. So for today, working on explosiveness to start, 370 pounds for 3 reps, a total of 8 sets. Now on this, I've really been working on my setup a bit, and I think you'll find that my hips aren't rising as fast as they used to. So I'm getting better at this. However, there's some other things to work on, as you can see from some of these little bit of a different angle. I need to work on keeping my shoulders back more, maybe my back positioning a little bit. But again, it's a work in progress, but we're definitely making some forward movement. Now for today, I didn't film all of these sets only because there wasn't much difference in all of them. Not to mention a lot of you guys have said these videos have been too long, so I'm trying to shorten them up a little bit. Just showing you a couple different angles here. This is an extremely unflattering one. You see my big ass feet and you see my little ass legs, but you can also see me pulling the slack out of the bar a little bit. You'll notice I'm wearing my Chucks today. I'm trying to switch back to just some basics here. And again, just trying to keep it simple. So I'm not using a belt, I'm not using straps. You'll see a lot of times I'm shaking my hands just because my grip is fried. So after those 8 sets of 370, I moved on to some 4-inch block pulls using 410 here for 5 reps each, doing 2 sets. Now on this, towards my last rep, you'll see that I kind of stopped only because I wasn't in a good position. This is something I'm really keeping at top of mind. So there you see me reset and do another pull. Now in this case, I filmed both sets only because I was like, crap, I can't use that first clip because I look like a jackass. But then I said, you know what? I look like a jackass in most of my videos anyways. Look at this, the Chuck Taylors, the skinny legs, the high shorts, the Macho Man Randy Savage tank top that my sister sent me. I said, hey, why not? So I think this actually looks pretty good for me. So getting good pulls here. Again, my hips aren't really shooting up too high. Not to mention I'm really trying to focus on pushing my glutes through and pumping the shit out of the bar. So progress is definitely being made in my opinion. We then moved on to some deficit deadlifts. So 320 pounds here for 8 reps. 2 sets on this. You'll see I'm resetting my startup here a little bit because I started with my knees bent a little bit more. What I've been trying to do to get a better setup is walk up to the bar and almost imagine it's like a stiff-legged deadlift. So I'm trying to keep my legs fairly straight as I bend down and grab the bar. And then once I do, then I want to bend my knees. And I found this has really helped me with the hips issue that you've seen before. Now on this, the deficits, you can see my back's a little bit more flat, but that's to be expected when you're standing on something that's raised up. After that, I moved on to some bodybuilding style movements. So lat pull downs here, 4 sets of 15 reps. Not really overly taxing in terms of weight, going more for the reps in this case. So I started with 100 pounds and then each set I should say, excuse me, I bumped up the weight a little bit. So this was increasing weight in each time, but it still got 15 reps for each one. As always, if you're really interested in seeing my workouts more specifically, you can always follow me on Fitocracy. I always include the link below in the description box, so if you really want to, feel free to check that out, and I have a video on that as well. So after those 4 sets of lat pull downs, I moved on to some barbell shrugs. Now, I'm a big fan of doing these behind the back because, let's be honest, it doesn't hit your dick. And if you're a female, you don't have that problem. Maybe get some vag scraping going on, but I really don't like doing this to the front just because, again, you hit your dick. And number 2, I just find I get better feeling in my traps from this. So not really killing the weight here, 3 sets of 10 reps using 320 pounds, but my grip is fried, so there you see me shaking my hands again. So 3 sets of that, and then moved on to farmer's walk with, I think this is probably 225. I think this trap deadlift bar does weigh 45 pounds. I might be wrong. I don't really care. I'm just going to say it weighs 45 just because going forward, it's going to be an easy way for me to remember it. So did 2 trips of 30 yards, and a trip for me is back and forth. I want to say this turf is probably around 15 yards. It might be somewhere between 15 and 20. Don't really care. Again, my grip is fried by this point. And going forward, this is really going to help me transfer over to my deadlift. So a lot of people ask, how do I get my grip stronger? Well, don't use straps and just work on things that you need grip. So there you go. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. And in the meantime, stay big.